sure to tune in to At Home with Christ Ministry with Julie Thomas, broadcasting Monday nights at 8 p.m. live on LICMC.net, radio, Facebook, and YouTube.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the At Home with Christ podcast. So this is our season 4, and we're starting to talk about evangelism, and we're also talking about the Great Commission, worship church. But in this episode, we're talking about the unknown evangelist, because who isn't who's an evangelist among us? You may be an evangelist. I might be an evangelist. That woman standing next to you in the store might be an evangelist, or that man standing next to you in the bus stop that asks you if you are right may be an evangelist. So we know the story of the woman at the well and the 3 words that are associated with it, which is water, Christ, and friendship with God. These are the most 3 important words of the story associated with the woman at the well. But you may have your own 3 words associated with your story, with you being at your well. And you may want to share that with us in a minute. But now think to yourself, you are at this well and you are feeling thirsty. You're feeling hungry and you need something. And a man or woman you don't know walks up to you and they say, is there anything they could do to help you? Your first thought is, why is this man or woman asking me this question? Just like your first thought may be to ask Jesus Christ, if he walked up to you, why is he asking you that question? And you may not want to answer the question, but you may need some sort of help. Somewhere out there, someone needs your help. Someone needs my help, or we need their help. Now, the person may ask you, or you may ask someone, like we said, do they know Christ? How many times have you asked a person at a bus stop, or you asked a person in the supermarket, or the hairdryers, the laundromat, the car wash, the gas station, wherever you were, do they know Christ? And I'm sure they probably looked at you like you were crazy and asking you as if to ask you, why are you asking us that question? Why are you asking me, do I know Christ? The well in this scenario could be this podcast, because someone out there listening today may need me to ask them, or you to ask them, do they need Christ? Or to ask them, do they need anything or something? And so we're asking out there, is there anyone out there today who needs something or needs someone to listen to? And if you do, we want to tell you that you can always email us. You could always reach out to us and tell us what you need. Now, the person talking to you at this bus stop or wherever you are may say to you, if you were the person in need, I forgive you. And you're wondering, why would they say, I forgive you, when you feel like you haven't done anything? But you know, you're the person at the well, and you may need a kind word from them, because Christ may be using them as a way to help out and reach you. And when you think about the word evangelist, what comes to your mind? It's just not a person telling you about the gospels of God. It's not just a person handing you a basket of food. But who is an evangelist? Who is the unknown evangelist? Well, the unknown evangelist could be anyone. It could be you, like we said, or it could be you and I. So you just never know where you're going to be and how you're going to need and what kind of help you're going to need. Now, when we think about some evangelists, we're talking about washing feet. Have you ever thought about washing someone's feet? You think, yuck, I'm not going to wash anyone's feet. But that's not all evangelism about, is it? It's also about love and action. It's about humbly serving and intentionally sharing. So when you're standing at that bus stop, or you're standing in that gas station, or you're wherever you are, you think to yourself, it's about serving somebody else. It's not just about serving, doing other things. It's about serving other people. That's what evangelism is. And what we want to say is that we want you to think about it. We want you to think to yourself. We want you to ask, are you the unknown evangelist? Are you willing to go out and share your life with someone else to help them? Because we want you to know that the power of a servant evangelist is a combination of simple, kind acts and intentional sharing the gospel. Understand what we're saying? Simple, kind acts of kindness, and intentionally sharing the gospels. So the next time you're standing in a grocery store, you're standing at a gas station, you're standing wherever you are, and someone comes up to you and asks you that question that we just asked a minute ago. Do you know Jesus Christ? Don't take it to be offensive, because they're just doing their job. They're just being showing you their love for Christ, and they wanted to share Christ with you. And then we want you out there to follow the roadmap and the path to Christ. You can be an evangelist too. You probably are an evangelist. If you helped out another person who needed food, you helped out a homeless woman, you helped out a homeless man, a lost child, somewhere in you is that evangelism. And in our next episode, we're going to talk more about it. We're going to really dig deep and find out what people think about evangelism. Thank you. Mm.
Be sure to tune in to At Home with Christ Ministry with Julie Thomas, broadcasting Monday nights at 8 p.m. live on LICMC.net, radio, Facebook, and YouTube.